Welcome to the House of Prozorov. Short videos, love the fact that you're here. Hope you're going to enjoy what I have to say. Want you to subscribe to the channel and more. Give me your feedback down below. Love to hear what you have to say. State of the Union, Joe Biden, did he nail it? Did he do a great job or what? Well, my humble opinion, even if I'm not a Joe Biden fan, is yes. He may have sealed the election. Of course, a lot of people are going to say, well, come on, it's too early to tell. No, it's not. I'm kind of thinking Trump's going to end up like a Bob Dole because there's so much that was thrown at Donald Trump. I'm not even saying that's right. Will the American people be able to get past that he's got how many cases? How many cases he's went through? I'm not saying that is his fault. I'm not saying society should even think that way, that you should just assume someone's guilty before they're even tried. But there's also going back to the fact that it looks like he lost a few cases, right? Whatever. I don't know. Do I agree with what Joe Biden said? Well, he said things that have been said for 50 years in the Democratic Party, that the rich need to pay more of their fair share in taxes, and maybe he just did it a different way. It's still the same old packaged product. It's the same thing. You're going to get Elon Musk and Bill Gates and all these other people to finally start paying 30% of their income in taxes when Biden mentioned it was like 8%, and the general public a lot of times ends up paying 30% in taxes. We can argue that all day. There's going to be somebody out there who insists that people that make under $50,000 pay no taxes. I don't think that's possible. You have to be in certain positions to take advantage of tax things. I get that. Not everybody can take advantage of something just because you hear it's a program like, oh, you're going to get all your student loan debt forgiven. That hasn't been done. There's still people, hundreds of thousands in debt. They're not making a lot of money from the effort they put in. They actually probably should have been paid for going to school, and all the work they did in school, even the free stuff they do at the organizations and student activities where you donate your time for all sorts of stuff. We're not even going to get into that discussion because some people, they're just too stoked on both sides. Anyhow, House of Prozorov, glad you're here. Shout out to all of you who are listening. There's more that I want to do with this site than just politics. It's about elevating our energy. We can't do much. We're not going to get out of debt if we don't have the energy. We don't have the passion. That's another thing that's kind of hidden. People really don't want you to get out of debt. They're not saying anything to you that would help you get out of debt. Now, mind you, I'm not talking about the Dave Ramseys of the world and other people who may actually be trying to encourage you to get out of debt. Their help may be minimal, though. But it's about energy. That's why Biden may have nailed it. He had the energy and the state and the way to get there. The strategy is not enough. Good energy is not enough. You have to take these things and combine them. And the right idea isn't enough. You have to really put things together. Human beings need housing. They need food. They need adequate sleep. They need good health. They need interesting changes. They can't, somebody comes up with the idea that someone can just work 5 years straight at McDonald's. That's horrible. That's not likely. Not because the person is lazy. The human being needs different. They need change. That's what Biden took advantage of. He packaged the same thing in his State of the Union address as the Democrats have always done, but he said it in a different way, so it sounds like, yeah, this time they're finally going to get the rich to pay their fair share. No, they're not. No, they're not. That's not going to happen. That's just a repackaged branding process that Biden and his team came up with. It sounded new. It's not new, okay? The same thing with your ideas, if you're a conservative nut, that somebody's going to work at McDonald's at a really bad job at a low position, maybe not even advance at the job. They may be smart, but they may not have the social capacity to even advance at McDonald's. That doesn't mean they're dumb. They just might not fit in. They might not be a great manager. And nobody is really going to be happy on their 4th year, 6th month working at McDonald's. And they're doing it 60, 70 hours a week. I don't think many can do that. In theory, we keep hearing people like Tesla, like Elon Musk. I made him synonymous with Tesla. He's Elon Musk. Tesla is a vehicle he came up with. Well, his engineers came up with. guys like that will come out and say, I work 90 hours a week, and then some idiot will be there thinking, well, why can't a poor person do that who doesn't want to pay their debt? Well, whoever said the poor person didn't want to pay their debt? Who said the poor person's not working hard? So much of what we do is nothing but assumptions that are completely wrong. We don't want to admit that, because who wants to say they're wrong all the time? That we have dumb ideas. Not only dumb ideas, we have cruel ideas. Cruel ideas that we think will work, and they will never succeed. They never have. What's an example of this? Oh, well, yeah, hard work never killed anybody. Hard work has killed all sorts of people. You should study history. Well, people all the time are getting rich when they were poor. Well, sociology and statistics show that most people stay in the very same class that they were born into, with very few exceptions, all across the world. Well, that doesn't make sense. I know. Show me the stats of people who made $10,000 suddenly making $2 million. It's all, look, what's your caste system you're born into? Who are the people you're going to be around? Your uncle's got money? Your cousin's got money? Are you around educated people, or did you come from the ghetto? These are things that mean something. And I know self-defense against that, because some of the liberals have done everything to look like they're going to fight the rich people, and then people see this and they anticipate it and they shut down everything in ways. How can you get other people fired? How can you discourage people? How can you get people not to vote for Democrats, right? I mean, I'm not voting for any of these guys. I don't want to get too deep into the political issue of it. I do feel sorry in ways for Trump. Some people say he brought it on himself. There's a good argument to be made for that. I just think trying to give somebody 600 years in prison is really a little bit much. But anyhow, to Biden's credit, he nailed the State of the Union address. It means almost nothing for real change. We're not going to get the millionaires are not going to be paying a whole lot more in taxes. That's never going to happen. But he sounded good, right? We're going to have to get more housing built. I've signed a deal. He did have a deal where more housing is going to be built. A lot of that's going to be set aside for low-income housing, which is good. But how that comes out in reality, we don't know. People work for money. They don't work for just to be good people. No one does that. Working 70, 80 hours a week and getting nothing in return. Mother Teresa might want to do that. I don't know. But we know Joe Biden is, he may have won the election with the State of the Union address. I'd like to hear what you think. You can oppose what I say. I'd love to hear your take that Donald Trump is being treated unfairly, or Joe Biden is being treated unfairly. This is House of Pearls Are Off. We're signing off. Peace out to all of you. Best wishes. Thanks for listening.